Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome to the Go Find Your Awesome YouTube channel. We are in week 6 of the Goofy Challenge training plan. Quite a bit of running today and a lot of cross training, but I just finished off a 3-mile run with Miko the Wonder Mutt, and I'm putting my run away, sitting here on my front steps. The thing that really stands out about this week is that I have a race on the books. I am running in the Hot Chocolate 15K here in Denver on Sunday. So how exactly does that fit into a training plan? How do you race when you're in the middle of a training plan? I'm going to get into that this week, so enjoy. Okay, so one thing to consider when you are taking on a race in the middle of a training plan is whether or not you're going to do this for proof of time. That typically is what comes up, especially when we're training for something like the Goofy Race and a Half Challenge. So the Hot Chocolate 15K, all right, take that. That is on October 6th. Then you have Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend Proof of Time due on October 8th. I'm doing the Goofy Challenge. The only proof of time races that they will accept would be a 10-miler, a half marathon, and a full marathon. So this Hot Chocolate 15K doesn't actually count for a marathon proof of time. That's fine. I wasn't going to do that anyway. However, if I were to use that 15K, it would be allowed for the half marathon if I were to do Princess, Star Wars, or Wine and Dine. The only issue with that is I currently have a proof of time. When I did Rock and Roll New Orleans Half Marathon, I came in at a 2:14:31, and that is a solid proof of time. It's actually going to take quite a bit to beat that. So I'm going to take you into the Macmillan calculator and show you what that looks like. If you guys haven't seen this, go to macmillanrunning.com. All right, so I need to show you a little bit of how my New Orleans half marathon stacks up and what I would need to do. So, all right, so what is your goal? A lot of times you can play with this and not necessarily answer these questions, specifically. So I am doing a 15K. I threw in a goal time of 1:30 just as a nice round number. My current fitness level currently is 1:14:31 on the half marathon. So then it spits out a current pace adjusted for each distance here. I mean, you've got them all. You've got 3 miles, you've got 5K, 5 miles, so on and so forth, all the way down the line. So this right here is my current half marathon pace. I averaged a 10:16 in February. Now, this is an arbitrary number I chose. So a 15K at a 1:30 pace would require a 9:39. Again, if I were to take this current fitness level and adjust it to a 15K, it would give me a 1:33 with a 10:02 average. Honestly, at this stage of the game, at this point in my training, I do not want to sacrifice the health of my legs and the taper and recovery time to push for that 10:02. I would probably have to do better than 10-minute miles to significantly make a change. So if I were to move up a corral, I would have to have an equivalent half marathon time of 2 hours or so, and my 15K would have to come in at under 9-minute miles. So is a proof of time in the cards? Is it even necessary? No, it's not, because I won't sacrifice 2 to 3 weeks of taper and recovery time in the middle of training for a marathon just so I can see if I can get that better proof of time, and it would have to be so much more. So this is just a training race. I'm using it as a well-supported training day. The other thing about that is that I can slide right into this 15K and slide right back out of it without really missing a beat. I'm not going to taper this week, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time in recovery except for the one rest day on Monday. Hey guys, headed in for an early morning swim. It is just about 6 o'clock. The pool opens at 5:30. That was my intention this morning. Didn't happen. That's okay. I am gonna head in for half hour, 45-minute swim, nothing major. Just to get it out of the way because I've got some recording to do today. Recording with Jen, since she's back from Paris, and I'm gonna try to get a video done for you this week. I'm not sure. I'm kind of not sure if the midweek video is gonna get out this week. So it is Tuesday. Usually I try to get those out by Wednesday, and I have a very full couple of days. We'll have to see how it all works out. I don't know. No promises, guys. My dog has ditched me this morning. He hasn't even made an appearance. It is almost 5 o'clock. I have to be out the door in 2 minutes to get in a 6-mile run with 2 by 1.5 mile tempos, and he is nowhere to be found. I've called him, I've whistled for him. The rest of the house is asleep, so I can only do so much, but he is nowhere to be found. He has completely ditched me today. I gotta go get this done. It's rainy and cold. I'm wearing long sleeves. I'm actually really excited about it, but I gotta get going. Check in with you later. Okay, so I went for a run yesterday. It was supposed to be 6 miles or 1:12. Somehow I ended up short, but that's okay, not by much. The dog did not come with me. He totally ditched me. And I know I said that yesterday, but for real. And then he was like bouncing off the walls for the rest of the day because he didn't go for a run. Yesterday's run was phenomenal. I actually felt really, really good. It was the first time on a tempo run that I actually found that heart rate zone 3. And I could kind of sit there and stay there for a while. So I'm feeling really good about it. My paces were really good. It was light rain and drizzle. Yesterday morning it was about 43 degrees. I was wearing long sleeves. It felt so good. So October hit and bam, we are in autumn. So it was like somebody flipped a switch on October 1st. With the cross training this week and the hot chocolate races coming up on Sunday, I'm kind of needing to keep cross training at kind of an easy level. I'm not gonna do the TRX because that makes me sore for a couple of days, mostly in my core, which is good, but I am gonna do some strength-based yoga for about 30 minutes today. It has been a crazy week. We had my son's last cross-country meet yesterday, and that was intense, you guys. I mean, talk about cross-country, because it really was, you know, he's running, he jumps into a creek and has to crawl out the other side. He had to do that 4 times. He ran down a really super fast hill. So it was pretty intense yesterday. It was the district final meet. So he had a great time, but wow, it was intense yesterday. We are decorating for fall. We are getting ready for Halloween, and I'm excited. And what's really crazy that I haven't really wrap my head around is that 4 weeks from today is Halloween. 4 weeks from tomorrow, I'm leaving for Wine and Dine. Okay guys, I am headed to packet pickup for the Hot Chocolate 15K. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. It's the National Western Complex, which is quite large actually. But I'm headed over there, and hopefully I will be able to find, with relative ease, how to get my packet and bib. It should be pretty straightforward, unless I decide to make it complicated, because, you know, it's what I do. This morning it was 42 degrees for my run when I went out. It was chilly, and my dog tried to ditch me again, but I wouldn't let him. So I was actually really happy that he didn't, that I was able to drag him out. boy. Okay, guys, Saturday morning, and I'm headed out for a recovery walk, active recovery walk, about 30 minutes or so, just see how I feel. The biggest challenge this week is it completely got away from me. All of a sudden it's Saturday, and I have a race tomorrow, and I'm not even sure what I'm going to wear. I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take this 30-minute walk, work through a few things. And here's the thing, with 14 weeks left until the Goofy Challenge, this is where we want to start spending some time on our feet. If you're doing Goofy, if you're doing Dopey, if you're doing the marathon, any of those races, because it's likely you're going to be spending time in the parks. So get some time on your feet, okay? If you're getting the running in, great. If you can also get some time on your feet, and it doesn't have to be intense, just a nice, easy stroll, maybe after dinner, whatever it is you're doing, for your 20, 30, 45 minutes, whatever you feel like doing, without overdoing. Okay, it is just after 7:15. I did just over 30, almost 40 minutes of running, almost 3 miles, just to get some things going here. Had to get 13 miles in, or 2:36 today. I'm probably going to be short because I don't know how fast it's going to take me. I haven't actually done the math on how long it's going to take me to do a 15K at my regular training pace. So, but this is Civic Center, and this is downtown Denver. This is the heart of the city. To that side, we have the state capitol building, and to that side, we have the city and county building. So, nice big green space in the middle of everything here, and honestly, it's actually pretty cool down here. Oh boy. All right, I just finished a 15K. That was a lot of fun. That's actually a really fun distance. Long enough to make you feel it, but short enough to feel like you're gonna die. The whole plan was 13 miles strong finish. When we turned the last corner into downtown, into the Civic Center, I went a little faster, turned up the music, I put on Nothing Can Stop Me Now, and that was amazing. Really got me going, and I just started picking off people. I don't know what my pace was at the end, but it was pretty incredible. I really enjoyed this race. A lot of hills. It basically takes all of the hills in Denver and makes you go up and down them a few times. It was good though. It was a nice training race. I wouldn't have wanted to PR this. I wouldn't have wanted to, try for time on this. It's a challenging course. Oh, the medal. Hang on. There's the medal right here. Looks really good. I like it. And the ribbon. Okay. Let's see. Volunteer support was amazing. Could not believe the number of volunteers out here today. Not just volunteers, but first responders, police officers. This goes through the heart of downtown. And it's a lot of work to close down all these streets. So, very special thank you to the department, the police department here in Denver. You guys were amazing. Thank you so much. The volunteer support, like I said, was amazing. As the race went on, the second half of the race was in the residential areas. And so as the race went on, not only is it getting later, more people are out, but when you're going through these residential areas, you see a lot of families out and little kids, like tiny little kids, coming out and giving racers high fives. It was so cute. It was a lot of fun. And even though the course itself was quiet, there was kind of a neighborhood vibe to this race. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the second half of the race. I'm about to go into the post-race party. I really did. I felt good. The first 5K, I kept it nice and slow. And because you're downhill and into the industrial areas, the second 5K is when you're basically going back uphill. And then the last 5K, you're coming back downhill and you're in the residential areas. And it was just beautiful. It was just it's a fun race. So, yeah, felt really good. I've got FOMO. My calves are killing me. I'm going to get myself a picture here and go to the post-race party, get myself some hot chocolate. Because the name of the race is Hot Chocolate. I gotta say, so they had candy on the course. And they had Swedish fish at the 5K mark. And I took a handful of Swedish fish. And I knew I was going to regret it. I knew it. I took them knowing that I was going to regret it. And I had some noon. I had noon on the course. That was good. But the Swedish fish were a total mistake. So we're just going to say that not going to do Swedish fish for, a target race. Just not going to do. They also had M&Ms. And after the Swedish fish, I wasn't going to do M&Ms. And then they had marshmallows at the last aid station. I'm like, no, I can't do it. So I had enough noon. I did have my nut butter at about mile 4. So that was good. But yeah, fun race. Beautiful morning, nice and cool. Not too hot. The sun came out, but just a beautiful, beautiful day here in Colorado. So happy with this one. A nice, long, well-supported training day. I will say that making a race a well-supported training day is an exercise in the mental game, okay? Because, like I said earlier, I had a 13-mile on the plan. You have a 9-mile race, so where do you make up the difference? So I did do loops around the art museum, several loops, and the staff at the art museum condos there were like, oh, hey, there she is again. Oh, hey, hi. So it was kind of fun to see. And then actually one of the guys that I saw early in the morning was coming off of his shift after the race, and he's like, hey, you're done, congratulations. I'm like, yes, I am done. This is the jacket. So this is really nice. It's a medium and it fits me well, except that I think the arms are a bit short, but I also have very long arms. So really nice race. Saw a lot of these on the course. This, instead of t-shirts, they had these jackets. But guys, this was a really good, well-supported training day. Fitting this into my plan, it felt really good because all of a sudden it was a long run, but I have people around me and I have on-course support, and there's noon and there's water and there were Swedish fish, which was a big mistake. But overall, it was kind of a nice distraction from what would normally be my long run, just being out there by myself. So guys, I am wrapping it up this week, so thank you so much for watching. My question for you today is, have you ever used a race as a well-supported training day? Not gone for time, just kind of relaxed into it and used it as course support with the volunteers and basically as a dry run, as a practice run for your long runs. Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one, and until then, go find your awesome and happy running. Okay, here is the hot chocolate. You've got actual hot chocolate and chocolate syrup or something. You've got a Rice Krispie treat and a marshmallow and a little cannoli cookie. You've got pretzels, a banana, and some kind of honey stinger thing. So I'm gonna sit here and eat my food and have my hot chocolate.